Browns defense coordinator Jim Schwartz talked about the culture that's being built with the team.
You know, your team culture is defined by what you're like when you're at your worst, you know, when things are the hardest, you know, and I think that it's easy when things are going well for things to go good, but we've had a couple setbacks, and I like the way we responded. You know, we had a setback against Baltimore, lost the game, you know, and then had a big challenge coming in. Players responded the way we wanted them to, the way they expected to, and we came out with a win.
And you know what, Quincy, now let's see how they handle a big win. Now you got to follow it up against a team that's they're not one of the best teams in the league, being the Colts. I mean, they're okay, but they're not one of the elite teams. The Browns are a better team. They should win this game.
Yeah, they are a better team, and, you know, they should be able to find their own motivation, whether it be, hey, we're going to do this for A-Walk going against his old team, or PJ going against his old team, or Ronnie going against his old team, or the special teams coach, Bubba Ventrone, going against his old team. You know, there's no lack of motivation for this team going up against a team that's familiar for a lot of guys on this team. So this is where veteran leadership matters. This is where guys being focused matters. Like, this Browns team, we still think of them as a young team because their best players are still like fresh out their rookie deal, but this is not a young team. Right. This is a team that has had big wins before and knows the letdown that can happen. Right. Miles has been on some of those teams. We all know what it's like when this team gets a big game and then they lose the next one, and they've been through it. So they should be more cautious of it than anybody. And this is a big test for them because this is a winnable game for them on the road. It's always going to be tough on the road, and I think you're going to get a good performance out of Indy. I think they're going to give you their best punch. So I expect it this week. They had a rough game last week. They're trying to get back right this week, and everybody's counting them out. They're in the same position that the Browns were in versus the 49ers last week against us. And it's the Browns' turn to make sure that we show up and don't come in overconfident like the 49ers did.